Welcome to this explainer on the 2026 Python for AI development roadmap. Let's jump right in. If you've been watching the explosive growth of artificial intelligence and wondering, how do I actually break into this field? Well, you're in exactly the right place. The biggest hurdle for beginners isn't motivation, not at all. It's wasting literally months learning the wrong things in the completely wrong order. So today, we're going to fix that by mapping out a clear, highly focused 6-month roadmap. Now, what if learning just one single language opened the entire door to AI? I know, it sounds a bit too good to be true, right? But it's actually the reality of the tech landscape today. Just one language unlocks careers in machine learning, robotics, and even building your own personalized ChatGPT-style apps. And no, you absolutely do not need a traditional computer science degree to pull this off. That magic key? It's Python. It's famously simple, super beginner-friendly, and yet, it's the exact same language powering almost every major AI technology out there right now. Whether we're talking about image generation, complex recommendation algorithms, self-driving cars, or those autonomous AI agents, Python is literally at the center of the whole shebang.
All right, let's dive into the timeline. Month 1, Python Foundations.
Before you even think about touching AI, you've got to build a rock-solid foundation. We're talking variables, data types, strings, lists, dictionaries, and your core logic, things like if-else statements, loops, and functions. I know, it sounds like a bunch of dry vocabulary, but mastering the syntax is totally crucial. It's kind of like learning the alphabet before you try to write a best-selling novel. But here's the absolute biggest takeaway for month 1. Do not just passively binge tutorials. You got to write code every single day. Start solving small, specific problems to build up that confidence. Build a simple calculator, a number guessing game, a to-do list, maybe a password generator. These daily small wins, they build the muscle memory you're definitely going to need later on. Moving along to months 2 and 3, intermediate Python and tooling. Okay, so this is where we shift gears from basic syntax into actual professional software building. You need to level up with object-oriented programming, file handling, virtual environments, and this is a big one, version control with Git and GitHub. Because look, companies don't hire people who just know syntax. They hire pros who know how to collaborate seamlessly and build software with a team. And this right here, this is your true AI tech stack. These are the exact essential libraries used by top AI companies all over the globe. You've got NumPy and Pandas for crunching massive datasets, Matplotlib to visualize all that data, scikit-learn for your very first machine learning models, and of course, deep learning heavyweights like PyTorch and Hugging Face for modern text, image, and speech AI. This is your ultimate 2026 toolkit.
All right, we are halfway there. Months 4 and 5, mastering modern AI concepts.
Now it's time to actually pull back the curtain on how AI works. You'll start with traditional machine learning, your supervised and unsupervised learning, but then you'll really see how things evolved by jumping into deep learning and massive large language models. And alongside that, you'll be diving into prompt engineering to communicate with these models and exploring AI agents that can plan and execute tasks totally on their own. Next up, let's demystify some of those intimidating acronyms, starting with RAG, or Retrieval Augmented Generation. Honestly, it's just a framework that lets AI answer questions using outside knowledge. So instead of the AI hallucinating or just taking a wild guess, it retrieves actual facts from a database you give it. This is, without a doubt, one of the most highly in-demand tools you can learn right now. And then there's MCP, the Model Context Protocol. This is basically a standard that helps AI systems seamlessly connect with external tools and data sources. So learning MCP alongside RAG, that's what elevates you from someone who just uses ChatGPT into a highly capable modern practitioner who builds systems that interact with the real world. Finally, we arrive at month 6, building real-world projects. This is the major milestone where all that theoretical knowledge transforms into a tangible, job-ready portfolio. We're talking about building things like a custom AI chatbot, a text summarizer, a resume analyzer, or even a voice assistant. You build these from scratch, push them to your GitHub profile, and boom, you're showcasing your hard work to the world. Because here is the undeniable core truth of the tech industry. Projects create opportunities. Having a certificate or just theoretical knowledge, it really isn't enough anymore. You have to actively show employers what you've built, rather than just telling them what you've studied. The code you write and the projects you publish, that is your real resume now. Let's wrap this up. Conclusion: the complete 6-month roadmap. It's incredibly powerful to zoom out and see this entire 6-month journey mapped out like this. Month 1 is your fundamental basics. Months 2 and 3 cover your intermediate tools. Months 4 and 5 are all about those modern AI concepts. And month 6 is dedicated to building and publishing those real-world projects. The real secret to making this timeline work? Consistency. Dedicating just 1 single hour of focused practice a day can completely change your future.
So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Which AI project are you most excited to build first? Let that problem spark your curiosity, use it as fuel, and take that very first step today. Thanks for joining me on This Explainer, and happy coding!